I've known a lot of girls who've like been talking to men and gotten them to buy plane tickets and been like, "Oh yeah, I will come see you." And like once they get the tickets, it's like blocked.
What?
I did that once.
It's like so yeah.
Hold on. Tell me about this.
They weren't talking to men.
No.
They weren't talking to men.
Whatever, they got their plane ticket, so
Yeah.
whoever they were talking to, it worked.
That's called a simp. SIMP.
Facts.
Oh shit. Are you a red pill guy?
I don't know. I'm more like just the truth dude. I don't prescribe any pills. I just go with the truth.
Well, question, all right? Like, do you? Let's go down this route.
And it's funny because I had that happen yesterday. I disagreed with a woman on the topic of women staying in long-term relationships. And I just said I don't sympathize with people who are in abusive relationships and they stay for years and years and years. Not saying I blamed them, just saying I can't sympathize with them. And she said, oh, that's because you're red pill. It doesn't matter about that, man. That's just a deflection tactic.
I love it.
No, I'm gonna be so angry. I'm gonna be so mean. Okay.
Oh,
but
really? Why you gonna be mean?
Because
let me tell you where you're messing up. Let me tell you where you're messing up right there. You're already telling me you're now going to have biased, incorrect, emotional based opinions that are based on you being mean. I said I just go with the truth, which is completely neutral.
How original, calling a woman emotional and saying her judgment's clouded by emotion. What an original take. Never heard that
sounds
before.
And that's just nothing but deflection again. He didn't call you emotional because you're a woman. He's saying that before the conversation has even started, you're saying I'm already going to be mean. So you're operating out of emotion before you're even presented with the facts. He's spot on.
That's like me saying, that sounds like, hey, you just called a camera. That's unoriginal. But isn't it still a camera? But we haven't even gotten into it yet. I just said, you know what I mean? That's how you started off.
So it is a red pill situation. No, I think any guy who's like, yeah, if you do something nice for your girl, you're simping. It's like, oh, so you hate women?
Yeah.
No.
What?
Where's the line? Where's the line?
Yeah, I didn't know that you hated women, but okay.
Reaching like crazy.
But if you let somebody play you into buying them tickets to go on a trip that you just met, you just started dealing with, and you buy a trip to Cancun, yeah, you're putting yourself on the path to simping. Especially, as you said, they use the guys, right?
Look, this was back in the day when it was
Doesn't change anything.
this was, back when I was selling my services, and it was like talking about guys who were also on the same thing. So it was like, it wasn't like nothing was being hidden. Like, it wasn't like, oh, we're genuinely trying to have a thing. It's like, okay, you're trying to do something.
That's even worse.
Selling her service. Is she talking about prostitution? Is that what she...
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Is that what she talking about? Prostitution? What?
In the words of the great pimp, Iceberg Slim, the reason it's called a trick is because you trick this dude into paying something that a real man can get for free.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. We go out of the red pill round. Hell yeah.
Seriously, I didn't even know.
Well,
I wouldn't have guessed, but here we are.
Well, I'll ask you, Emily. Should women get paid for men to take them out on dates?
What?
If that,
Yeah.
if that's what they're offering as their service, then yes. If they're like genuinely just trying to go on a date, then no.
This sounds like prostitution. We talking about prostitution. Let's just put our cards on the table here. What are we waiting for? Let's just put it on the table. If we talking about pros, this is different because I'm confused. It seems like we're mixing up regular dating and dealing with some pros, which I did not know I signed up for.
Okay.
Wait, did you ask, should a woman get paid to go on a date with a man?
What?
If that's what they've advertised, if that's what they've said.
What if
the expectation is? Then yes.
If somebody sends you a Tinder or a handshake, it's like, hey, I'd love to take you on a date, and you're like, okay, I'll go, but for $50, it's that.
I mean, that's like, it's kind of like, then I would want to talk to the girl more and be like, look, this is not where you need to go. Let me tell you which websites you need to go to and how you need to approach it. Tinder's not the place. You're doing it wrong.
Yeah, there's a market out there for that. It's
yeah,
not my
and
market.
if that's like it's like you're not in that market, so then no, you shouldn't have to pay for a date. But if you're a man in the market, then yes, you should pay for the date because that's like what's
so
you're
a
in
prostitute.
that thing.
Thank you.
Maybe.
Okay, I mean, if it's a prostitute situation,
Could be.
yeah, I mean,
Ladies, what do you think?
I mean, thank you very much, bro. I was confused what we talking about. First of all, the thought that you have to pay a woman to go on a date is the reason why we have crazy videos now. I did a reaction to a woman who said that men have to send her $500 dating fee in advance for her to think about going on a date with you.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
That is so idiotic, man. And my man is, in fact, correct, talking about the first example that he used of a man buying a woman a plane ticket, then a woman blocking him once she get the ticket. Those are simp dudes. And these women, even the short-haired woman he was talking to know this. They know that men who do that are simps. They know they're not quality men at the end of the day. But you notice how he called her a simp, and she's acting like, oh, you know, as if it's some offensive thing. Why are you offended about what he called that man? If you still got the plane ticket or you still got whatever it is that you were going for at the end of the day, man. It's crazy.
If it's just like a normal date, no. But if that, like she said, if that's what you're advertising, then yeah, if you're saying, oh, I'll give you $200 if you go out on a date with me, then I want the money before the date.
Yeah.
And if not, if you're not going to give me the money.
What man would just offer you money before a date unless you're a prostitute? If you're a pro, and we talking about pros, am I the only one that's lost on this? If we talking about pros, we need to just put it out there.
50% now, 50%
No,
afterwards.
I want it all up front.
You know, see, that's how you end up with her on a first class ticket to Cancun, and you're still in Raleigh, North Carolina, thumbing your fingers around. Where is she?
That's what it is.
I mean, yeah, it's
Malicious.
I don't feel
Evil.
bad about it.
Malicious.
I got what I want.
Yeah, because for every man that she's tricked,
Yeah.
that there have been like 100 other dudes
See,
who
this
have
is what
been
they do.
shitty.
Exactly.
This is what they always do.
Justify.
Always jump to the
It's
extreme.
true.
People always do that. If I
Women
say-
always do that.
If I give anything that's a difference of opinion or push back, they jump. Oh, you know that one time years ago. Here's a classic one for you, Arturo. Stop me if you heard this before. Well, you know, back when we had more conservative values and our grandparents, they got married and they did this and it worked. Well, granddaddy had a side family. How many granddads do you know with a side family?
Exactly, bro. I've said that so many times in my past videos as well. They always jump to the extremes just in order to try to win the argument. And most times it's not necessary. And again, I must be lost because are we talking about pros or not? Somebody let me know.
1, 2, 3. I can think of 300 situations where it worked out. I just always baffle at that because I left my job where I was an adult. I had to do adult learning and teach adults. And anytime I would tell, hey, you know, actually ask for the sale. Actually try to sell it. What if they say no because I'm asking them a question? Why do we always jump to that one extreme negative outcome?
I guess the only thing I need to add is this. I wish more women to just keep it a buck. Just tell her what it is. Tell her, hey, if you want this, you have to pay this, and we can meet in the middle and just bang it out.
Bang! It's good!
Just get to the bottom of it, man. That's what I say. I wish more women would just say their price up front. Because this woman is talking about simps buying tickets, didn't get offended at the notion of you calling a man simp. And here's another thing that used to always bother me. When they say it's not tricking if you got it. Yes, the hell it is. Even if you do have it, it's still tricking. You're just a guy who happens to can afford tricking on women opposed to other men who trick on women when they really can't actually afford it. I'm not sure what this podcast is. I'll put the name on the screen. Somebody just sent me this video. I don't remember it off the top of my head. And maybe I might need to look into the longer conversation of it. But it seems like these two up here are just pros. Talking about the one young lady with the short hair speaking on men buying tickets and then getting blocked afterwards. And the other lady saying, if that's your guys' arrangement to send you $200 ahead of time, if that's your arrangement, then it's okay. And the other lady kept talking about, well, it depends on what services you guys had discussed prior to. It sounds like just some prostitution to me. And if that's the case, so be it. But just keep it a buck. If we're talking about financial compensations in lieu of GTD, getting some of that cat, let's just put it on the front, baby. Why waste each other's time? But you guys let me know in the comments. Am I wrong or not? I'd love to hear you guys' opinion. Do better, squad. Fall out.